No more rock you, no more weed, and no more Nicolina. No more rock you, no more weed, and no more Nicolina. A wagon headed east to west, haunted from Croatia, with tender girls along the shore, but no more Nicolina. Basco beards on Basco men, rascals and mosquitoes, tuna fish with hairy fins, swimming in tomatoes, pimpled skin, come here grins, and curves of lusty treasure, peeking through to say hello, thrust up towards the heavens. A stranger in a slow raised hand, nostril smelling fingers, boozy nights, early fries, but no more Nicolina. Dancing, jerking, younger lads, moonshine in the cupboard, sordid hymns and blooded beds, but no more Nicolina, no more Nicolina. Border crossings, turning coffins, rubber gloves and trauma, a bottle full of used up booze in the doorway mocking, canceled shows and rain-soaked clothes, and sweat to wet the evening, lofty tolls along the road. No more Nicolina, no more Nicolina. No more rock you, no more weed, and no more Nicolina. No more rock you, no more weed, no more Nicolina, no more Nicolina.
Hey, what's up? This is Eric Griffey from the Fort Worth Weekly. You're tuned in to Soundcheck 817. That's our weekly concert preview series. And today we're at the familiar environs of Lola's because that's where the great Keegan McInroe will be playing Saturday night. So, Keegan, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for being our guest.
Thank
and
you
tell the people about that lovely song you just played us.
Oh, okay. That song is called Nicolina, and it was written during the summer of 2014. I was riding from, a couple of friends I had made from the north of Spain in the Basque Country region, a fiddle player and a banjo player, have a band called Moonshine Wagon. And so they picked me up in their camper in Bosnia and Herzegovina in Mostar after I played a blues festival. And we took the camper back from Mostar all the way back to Vitoria, Spain, going through Croatia and Italy. And we went through France, but we didn't actually stop in France, just only for tolls. A lot of toll roads in France, a lot of money spent getting through France. And anyway, so the song is basically the story of our adventure and misadventures, with the refrain being about Nicolina, who was this girl who had, are you familiar with Erasmus?
No.
Okay, Erasmus is like a study program that people in different countries around Europe, and I'm assuming in the States as well, kind of like through this program, they go study in Spain or they go study in a different country than where they're at. And so there's a lot of Erasmus students that travel around. And so Nicolina was an Erasmus student who got to know my friends from Spain. And she was kind of this storied figure that all this talk was about before we met her, because she's from Sarajevo, but she was living in Croatia, in Pula, Croatia. And so when we were coming back up north from Mostar, we met her in Pula, Croatia, and she lived up to the hype. She's a wonderful woman, and so I thought, well, Nicolina, that song basically is demanding to be written with that name, and so when we left there and we left a few other places, we had ran out of rakia weed and of course Nicolina. So I said something to the effect of, no, we don't have any more rakia. There's no more weed and there's no more Nicolina. And I thought, oh, and I wrote it down.
Boom,
done.
So
done.
So that brings me to my next point. So for those of you who don't know, Keegan blogs for the Fort Worth Weekly. He's our very own Texas Troubadour. You spend a ton of time on the road, specifically out of the country. So I wanted to get a sense of how long or how much time you spend out of the U.S. touring and how you got started down that path.
The last 3 years, about half of my time.
Yeah.
So this tour I just got back from in October was 5 months long. And I've done about half the year the last 3 years.
What country in Europe have you not been to?
I have not been to Portugal.
That's it?
There's some countries in like the Far East, Southeast that I haven't been to, but I've been to most everywhere. North. Well, I haven't been to Estonia, but I haven't been to Finland. Estonia, Finland, Portugal, and then there's some countries in the southeast that I haven't been to as well.
It's 2017 tour.
Yeah, we're going to try to make it happen. I got to get to Estonia. I've heard amazing things about Estonia
and the Finns,
and Portugal as well.
This time of year.
Yeah, this time of year.
So when did you? So I cut you off. When did you start doing that, going on the road in different countries?
So the last album I did, which is called 1,000 Dreams, was getting some radio play in 2012. Around the Netherlands and in some places in Germany, and so I got hit up to do a kind of a live thing at a place in the northeast of the Netherlands called Veendam. I probably mispronounced that, but maybe you won't call me on it.
No, none of them will know either.
Okay, excellent. And I got invited to do this live video thing, so I thought, okay. And so as an American citizen, we're allowed 3 months out of any 6 months in what's called the Schengen countries, basically most of the countries that make up the European Union. And so I just said, well, I can be here for 3 months, so I'll just stay here for 3 months. And so that was the first tour in 2012, and it led to a couple of other gigs. That was in the fall of 2012, and I got invited to come do a couple of things that next summer, so I did another 3-month tour, and after that it just started to snowball to where making connections and you should play this festival, you should play this bar venue, and so that's what I did, and I love to travel, and I love Europe, and I love meeting people and experiencing things. So I find Europe to be very inspirational, and most of the touring I've done has been solo, which is also I enjoy quite a bit. So I'm going back in May, and I imagine I'll continue to try to keep going back as long as I'm able.
Very cool. And tell us about the show tomorrow night.
Is it tomorrow night?
It's tomorrow night.
Oh, it is tomorrow night. Yeah, it is tomorrow night. That's right. Well, I'm going to have a album release party here at Lola's, and we have my good friend Ginny Mac opening up, and my new friend Charley Crockett doing the middle slot, and then me and a whole bunch of musical ruffians are going to make some noise, and I think the rough plan at the moment is to just play the album from front to back if we have the time. And I have a lot of special guests coming, and then I have the core band that's going to be here, and so it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a good party.
Very cool. You would be well served to trek out to Lola's tomorrow night and check out Keegan McInroe. Buy the new album. It's on iTunes and everything.
On iTunes,
all right,
all over the place.
Buy the new albums. Even better though if you come here to Lola's tomorrow night and buy it in person. Shake this man's hand and check out his performance. I'm going to shake this man's hand. Thank you for being our guest on Soundcheck.
Thank you for having me, man.